The end zone, 24/7 Raiders at the intermission, and you're watching the NFL on CBS. 24-7 at halftime. Carr 14 out of 19, 167 in that first half. Here's a look at the first half. Fresh start presented by Febreze. And Mac, what a dream that is. Find the end zone for the first time in your young career, and you happen to make the play right in front of the black hole. You get to go celebrate with your most rabid fans.
It's not like quite like the Lambeau Leap, but you still got to get up pretty good to get in that end zone into the black hole. The difference is once you jump in the black hole, you might not come out.
I think Mac can handle himself.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's right. Hey, what these last 4 games, Khalil Mack has turned into a person now, or he really has been always, that you have to worry about where he lines up. And when you pay special attention to him, which Carolina has done today, then you got to worry about Bruce Irvin.
You know, a Florida State kicker, Jankowski, the Seminole program, it's Richard. Through traffic out to about the 23-yard line. Now, second half, the Raiders up 17. They've won a lot of games by 1-score margin, 6 of their 8 wins. Chance here to make a statement win today at home, but you still got 2 quarters to play. Carolina's trying to find a way to get back into it.
Well, what can Carolina do on the offensive side to get back into this game is going to be interesting, because they're just not a great team that has a lot of schemes when it comes to throwing. It's about running the football. And the Raiders, on the defensive side, they get to play a different game because they have this big lead and they can play more pass, take some chances rushing the passer. It's going to be tough for Carolina.
Carr. Quick throw over to Crabtree. Got a gain of 9. And Tracy, what did you learn at halftime?
Well, you guys were just talking about it. What can Carolina do? Well, Ron Rivera telling me they need to take care of business on first and second down, both on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. You can hear the message outside the locker room. He said, it's everyone together, one play at a time. That's all we have left. Jim?
Boy, what a tough way to start a 2-game road trip if it doesn't get any better in this second half and not going home in between games. Second one. There's a little deception.
David Carr, or Derek Carr, hurt his
finger. Jeez, it's a Carolina recovery. Couldn't quite decipher at first glance what was going on there as Carr immediately started running away and toward the sideline.
Yep. Oh, his right hand. You can see the watch his right hand.
Boy, immediately.
He dislocated, I think, I hate to speculate, but it looked like his right ring finger was dislocated. Oh, yeah, it's definitely dislocated. Wow. That right hand is up, the one that's on the center. That's tough to do, so something went wrong with the timing.
And here is a little flip. It's again. Blockers out there. And he speeds across and slides accidentally out of bounds, but it's a big gain here and a big break to start the second half for Carolina.
Big break, and this is a good little key breaker. This is what you need to do on the offensive side.
Carr is running in the tunnel and heading to the locker room.
Matt McGloin, the backup from Penn State.
Stewart, as the Panthers just picked up their first down since they scored a touchdown in the opening quarter.
Well, Jim, let's see if we can see anything. Looks like he pulled, oh yeah, his hand separated from the center. So Derek Carr pulled out just a little early. That's why his right hand was exposed.
Taking that snap from Rodney Hudson. And again, on his throwing hand.
Otherwise, you know, that hand would be pressed up there hard to hurt those fingers. I thought it was going to be his bottom hand, the left, that when he ran out there, but great replay to show it.
It'll be a big injury update. Everybody's anxious to hear what the engine behind this Raider offense, what the story is, as Stewart breaks through and then crashes down near the 3-yard line. You mentioned Matt McGloin in his 4th year out of Penn State. He's gotten a lot of action. We saw him even down in Dallas one year, start a game on Thanksgiving. He's played a lot of snaps, but not this year.
Nope.
Hasn't been out there on the field. 11 touchdowns on his career, 11 picks. About to take the controls next time the Raiders get the ball.
Well, they have great faith in him. I'll tell you that. I talked to Bill Musgrave over the week yesterday about Matt McGloin, so knows the offense well and has performed well when he's in.
1st and goal, running the option. Stewart makes the toss and is met right away by Malcolm Smith.
Malcolm Smith, tremendous speed, can cover down the field. Watch 53. He's behind. Khalil Mack comes in there. So one's got the quarterback. Smith has the pitch man, and takes him down. Good job.
And then Reggie Nelson came over for added measure. 2nd and goal. Panthers trying to get a quick touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. Newton still has it. Flings it. Incomplete. That's got a flag out, though. Hayden going to be called for it. Trying to defend Funchess.
Pass interference. Defense, number 25. The ball replaced at the 1-yard line. 1st down.
1st and goal coming up for Carolina from the 1.
Nice move on the outside, but Funchess, he gets fooled and does the right thing. Just go ahead and take him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a sure completion. And the play action, the threat of Cam Newton running the football near the goal line gives you a lot of situations like that, one-on-one outside.
Newton rushed from 3 yards out for the Carolina only touchdown. It's Stewart. And a flag on the far sideline as he stopped right at the line. And the Raiders jumped early or were lined up offside.
Offside. Defense, number 51. Lined up in the neutral zone.
Called on Bruce
Half the
Irvin.
distance to the goal. Still 1st down.
Here he is.
He is lined up
way outside.
Way across the line.
It's a neutral zone infraction. That is truly offsides. And you always wonder why we don't see this more, Jim. The jump over the pile, it's getting tougher and tougher by the linebackers, but it's really the defensive linemen with the penetration.
We saw it by Stewart in the Super Bowl for a touchdown, and this time stays on the ground, and he is pushed back. Lost a few inches. Bates and Autry the first to get to him. Yeah, we saw that lead for a score not that far from here back on February 7th. And it was Stewart who easily broke the plane in that one for a touchdown.
Well, this Raider defensive line, they are, like I said, they're big up front. They got speed at linebacker, so these first couple of plays, the defensive line.
2nd and goal.
Won the job.
It's Dixon shifting to the left side. It's Stewart moving that way and powering across for the Carolina touchdown. Well, a big turn of events here. Irvin almost lined up offside again.
Mike Remmers, good kick out. Jonathan Stewart, knowing the situation, just ran with power into the end zone.
For Stewart, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are going to bring out McGee and bring Ward in for him, as Gano tries to trim it to a 10-point margin. Darius Latham, defensive lineman for the Raiders, who was shaken up in the first half. He's back out. In fact, he's out here for this extra point attempt, which was blocked. It was Autry, Danico Autry. And that's the 3rd miss point after of the year by Gano. Got some hang time, didn't he? Stewart scores the touchdown for the Panthers as they take advantage of the turnover committed by the Raiders on the botched snap that has sent Carr to the locker room. Status unknown. They're going to bring out McGloin at the 25. Matt McGloin played a lot again in his career, but has not played this year. Carr in pain, taken to the locker room.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. New York Life. With the right guidance, everyone can be good at life. And by Acura. Precision crafted performance.
Matt McGloin seeing action for the first time in 364 days. He started 6 games in his career. 4th year out of Penn State, and he hands it off again for Murray for about 4. The pinky finger, if you will, on the throwing hand of Derek Carr, and there is a look at it.
Look at the knuckle, the two down at the bottom. You can see the 2 marks on his hand, so I don't know how they got there, but it's definitely a big problem. And you know, for a quarterback holding the football, you know, they grip it 2 ways. Some guys do it with their thumb and their middle finger and other finger, and a lot of quarterbacks grip it with their thumb and their little finger. So that had a lot to do with how he comes back from it.
2nd and 6. Murray falls down 2 yards short of the first. And Tracy, what do you have?
Well, Jim, Derek Carr remains in the locker room. I was right there when he came running off, and he was screaming in pain, immediately surrounded by the athletic trainers. He continued to scream. It looked as though they were trying to maybe relocate that pinky, put it back into place. They were not having any success, which is why they took him into the locker room for further evaluation. As soon as he comes out, as soon as the Raiders give us something, I will certainly bring it to you.
3rd and 2. Everyone anxious to hear.
Well, they made a penalty here. They were moving. They were not set before the man went in motion.
And they got the penalty flag on the far side.
So Michael Crabtree went in motion.
Illegal shift, offense, number 10 and number 15.
And before
5-yard
motion,
penalty.
they're going to make sure everybody's set.
Replay, 3rd down.
So the Raider Nation, Phil, until the word gets out, absolutely holding its breath until it finds out if it's a dislocation or possibly a fracture.
Yep. Well, I'll say this. That penalty was big against the Raiders because they get that first down with Matt McGloin out there to give the team a little confidence. But now you got to emotionally get back in the game, and there's no doubt it's giving this Carolina defensive team some emotion knowing that Derek Carr is not back there anymore and getting that big break.
First offensive penalty on the Raiders in this game. Their defense has been flagged 5 times. So McGloin.
Look at the blitz. They got everybody up there. Young quarterback.
3rd and 7. He gets one ball in the air. They rule it incomplete.
Wow, really good disguise. He never saw Trey Boston coming from the outside. So they have Thomas Davis. Look at this. These 2 are in there, and then they get hit from the outside. Matt McGloin never saw it.
Boy, some hit by Boston. Been battling an ankle injury, but man, he took off full speed and blindsided.
Ron Rivera had a lot of good things to say about Trey Boston yesterday. Just talking, said how well he's playing.
The Carr, you hear the cheer. Carr is running back out from the tunnel. He's got a glove on his right hand. Here's King.
Great kick.
Flag down at the line of scrimmage. Again, he is tackled down by the Raiders special teamer. Kauser just brought up to the roster, and look at Carr is going to warm up here.
During the kick, holding, receiving team, number 57. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. Carolina keeps the ball. Timeout.
What a promising sign here that Carr is back so soon, and he's out warming up again.
Yep, his body language is good too. He's smiling, got the glove on that right hand, and letting that ball go.
Carr just went over to his coach, Jack Del Rio, and you can see he was basically saying, I'm ready to go back in, give him a chance. Hand off to Stewart. You got a football with it. Tell us how, if you've got now, let's say it's a dislocated pinky on the throwing hand, how does it affect?
Well, he's got the glove. There's two ways people grip it. These two fingers on it, and you put your thumb and you lay the other two fingers down, or you could be where you put most of your pressure with these top two fingers where it's not a big a deal. But just watching him warm up, watching his body language, pretty good stuff, though. He's pretty confident. It looks like he's going to be able to come back in here and throw the football the way he wants.
2nd and 6.
I was getting ready to send you out deep to see if you could still catch it.
Yeah, you still hold on to that football. Love the feel of the leather. Knocked down. That's Sean Smith on Benjamin, who's looking around for a flag. Tracy, down to you.
Well, Jim, as you see, he's throwing the ball right now. He's looked a few times at that glove, at that hand. But after that first series where he was just throwing on the sideline here, he came over to his quarterback's coach, Todd Downing, and he gave him 2 thumbs up. He is ready, it looks like, to go back in there.
Meanwhile, the other quarterback, the MVP of a year ago, Cam Newton, has missed on his last 7 passes. In real time, he has not had a completion in 110 minutes. There he goes deep down the field, and a beautiful throw. No one's going to catch again. He's going all the way for the touchdown. 88 yards. Cam Newton put it right on the money. And the Panthers with their 2nd touchdown of the quarter.
Well, we've been talking all day about how long they throw the football down the field. Here he is, Ted Ginn, just going to go right down the middle of the field. And Cam Newton once again just hangs in there. No pressure, leads him across the field is what you want to do, not up the field. And Ted Ginn, we saw one earlier. Maybe he dropped the deep pass down the left sideline earlier, but his speed is undeniable, and T.J. Carey just cannot keep up with it.
He's going to win every foot race in the league if he gets
what
a chance to get in the open. That's the longest completion for Cam Newton since his rookie season. 88 yards, and they're going for 2.
Yep, I would kick the extra point without even thinking. But Ron Rivera wants to get it within a field goal.
Trying to get back the extra point that was lost. And the last touchdown, and the pass is high. Trying to go that time to Corey Brown.
See, now if the other team kicks a field goal, you got to score, go for 2. Just too many scenarios come involved here, I think.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Walmart. Find gifts, groceries, and more this season. And by Collateral Beauty from New Line Cinema. In theaters December 16th.
A lot of drama in this 3rd quarter. Again, you just never can tell in this league. 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. 12 unanswered.
Oh, boy. Derek Carr hurting his pinky finger, gave him a touchdown. That beautiful throw by Cam Newton, Ted Ginn, was awesome.
Just after I had said he'd gone almost 2 hours. He said since his last completion.
I think he looked up here and said, take that, Jim Nance.
Yeah.
What do you think about me now?
I wasn't passing any judgment. I was just stating a fact.
That's right.
And boy, did he throw a beautiful ball out there. So they stand on their feet and welcome back Derek Carr.
I'll be interested to see. I think they'll probably run the offense out of the shotgun. Runs, of course, and the passes. I think if he puts that hand up under there, that would be a lot of pain with that football hitting his hand.
He did not take any practice snaps on the sideline directly from Rodney Hudson. When he emerged from the locker room, he's going to come out throwing. He's got the completion to his tight end, Walford.
How about that?
Come right out and sing it in there for 17.
Hey, man, it's arguably probably one of his best throws of the day. A couple scenes he's thrown down the field. We saw one that led to on a big play, but beautiful throw to Walford right down the side.
And he's got now 9 different receivers today, with Walford getting his first grab. That's Cooper. It's a catch. They've all been short gainers for Cooper. 4 catches, 22 yards.
Let me say this too, Jim. Have you ever thrown a football with one of those gloves on? Have you ever tried it?
Tried to catch it with a glove on.
It's awesome to catch.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy, isn't it? And I'll tell you, it's the throw. I go out every once in a while in the summer, put a glove on, and just go, oh my gosh. It's tremendous. The grip on the football, you can just let it go, and you can rotate it, spin it. We saw that on his first throw, too. Very accurate throws by Derek Carr.
2nd and 7. Sharp is able to go through a tiny crease for about 4. Hey, tonight, can Alzheimer's be prevented? There's a groundbreaking study, and 60 Minutes will tell you about it tonight. Only CBS. That is something that many people will be overjoyed to see tonight and to hear about. 3rd and 2. Staying in the gun. And getting the first down to Crabtree.
There was a blitz. Good job by Derek Carr seeing the blitz come and keeps the football low, knowing that Kurt Coleman was reading the quarterback's eyes and made the break. But 3 throws by Derek Carr with the glove after dislocating that pinky finger, and they've all been right on target.
So when you set it downs, and he hands it off here to Richard, the Panthers are up for that play, including Kyle Love. A loss of 3.
Makes Derek Carr feel like he's back at Fresno State, where every play was out of the shotgun. They got rid of it quick. But, you know, what does this do to your offense? It limits running plays, no question, when you do it all out of the shotgun as a quarterback. So deception's hard to get those play action fakes to fool the defense. So that playbook is cut down a little bit for the Oakland Raiders.
So they send everybody wide for 2nd and 13. He's intercepted by Thomas Davis. On the sideline, out of bounds inside the 30.
Number 58, Thomas Davis with the interception.
Thomas Davis on the other side just moves with Derek Carr. Here he is. He's going to drop back in zone, read the quarterback. Derek Carr never saw him. Just a zone defense where you read the quarterback's eyes. Thomas Davis talked about it earlier. Hey, blitzing, good in the run game. Great job reading the quarterback and getting the interception.
That's his 3rd interception of the season. He also fell on the fumble when Carr fumbled the snap. And Kelvin Benjamin comes off the field, slams down his helmet. You see Davis, the former Walter Payton Man of the Year winner. But the Panthers bring Benjamin out of the game. He threw a little tantrum, but they're 27 yards away from taking the lead after being down 17 at halftime. Here's Olsen. He's got a gain of 6 or 7.
Number 88, Ray Olsen from Cam Newton.
Well, after the interception, Derek Carr, a lot of problems when you talk about it. Now he's got to put his hand on the ground.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Well,
I don't know what's going on with Benjamin. But he let his feelings know. 2nd and 5. Picks up Stewart, able to take what looked like a busted play and pick up a first down.
Jonathan Stewart, the ball carrier, tackled by number 42, Carl Joseph.
Well, what a turnaround, huh? Like you said, this is the NFL. Ron Rivera talked about his team to us yesterday. He goes, we're a team of near misses. Man, we missed the field goal, the other team makes it.
Yeah, well, the first week of the season. Yep. They had the chance to win at Denver. They missed. They've had 3 times when the other team made the kick at the end to win. And there are other stories like that, too. But trying to erase a 17-point halftime deficit in less than a quarter. Raiders defense, though, stuffs that one for no gain. Stewart stopped.
A good play that time by Bruce Irvin. Philly Brown came from wide receiver into the backfield. Give him the triple option look. Hand it to the running back, keep it as a quarterback, or pitch it to the wide receiver.
Second and 10 from the 16. Looking for options. Finds one. Again. Trying to get around the secondary and gets the first down yardage. Great piece of running, Ted Ginn.
Really just a beautiful job by Cam Newton. And look how long he stays in there, and then nobody sees Ted Ginn out in the flat. But once he catches it, man, can he turn it on quick.
First guy I had to beat was Sean Smith. He did, and then others missed him as well.
Cam Newton looked to his right, looked to his left, and all of a sudden at the very end, before he was going to maybe bail out there, he saw Ted Ginn able to fall backwards and make the throw.
First and goal. Stewart up the middle and leans in. They say touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, now since they missed the last 2-point conversion, they'll go for 2 again here probably.
He's got his elbow down, but I guess the ball had already broken the plane.
Looked like the ball did. Of course, that will be reviewed upstairs. All scoring plays.
Yeah, he crossed it. That's his 2nd touchdown of the quarter, and the 3rd touchdown by Carolina coming back out of the locker room.
Well, what Tracy Wolfs and Ron Rivera said, hey guys, there's only one thing to do. 1 play at a time. That's all you can do. You can't make it all up suddenly, but it changed quick on that fumbled snap.
This would pretty much qualify, though, as suddenly 3 touchdowns in 8 minutes and 47 seconds. And they're going to go for 2, as you see. The offense still huddled. Touchdown is confirmed. That was the delay.
They put the football on the right hash mark.
They've got Benjamin back out there in a slot to the left. Panthers trying to make it a 3-point margin. Pass dropped. Olsen. 1-point lead for Carolina. Thomas Davis set it up with the pick, and then Stewart took it home. Carolina has come back from 17 down to take the lead. Panthers on the prowl. 2nd snap of this half. Carr injured. Ball on the ground. Carolina recovers. Scores quickly.
Yep.
Then they hit big with Ginn, 88 yards. Get the pick. Score again. 24-7 at halftime. Touchdown pass from Carr to Roberts, one of the highlights in that first half. The pick 6 for Mack, another one. But that's when everything changed right there. And the Raiders' last possession, Carr returns, throws the interception. Leads to Stewart. Getting across for the second time in the quarter.
Right. The fumble gave the Panthers some hope. They took advantage of it. And momentum has switched, is definitely on their side right now. And you can feel it. You can see it in their play.
Incomplete.
That was A.J. Klein, who was anticipating the play. He was there almost waiting for it. Again, Klein playing today with Luke Kuechly out with the concussion suffered from a week ago.
There's Luke Kuechly watching the game, and A.J. Klein stepped in last year for 3 or 4 games, played very well. So they're, yeah, they love to have their best defensive player, Luke Kuechly, there, but A.J. Klein, very good fill-in.
They won every game when Klein had to sub in for Kuechly last year. It's a pass off the hands of Roberts. Just like that, it's 3rd and 10 for Oakland.
Man, you think it's momentum, and I've heard people say there's really no such thing, and I don't know. I remember when I played, just the feeling that you get, the positive thoughts that it just kind of spurs you along. And right now, the Oakland Raiders need a play to get them going.
Carr started this game 14 out of 15. He's now hit 4 of his last 11. Needs 10 yards for the first. Pass incomplete. Trying to connect with Cooper. And the Panthers take the Raiders offense off the field in 3 plays.
That was James Bradbury, I think, on the coverage. It was in front of the Raiders bench. But excellent coverage and nowhere really to throw the football.
Great play there by Worley.
Oh, it was Worley on the side?
It was, and Carr thought he saw something there, but it looked like a fine defensive play. And the fair catch at the 22 by Ginn. Halftime, you saw this coming, right? You saw Panthers leading going into the 4th.
It's really unbelievable.
Amazing.
To be dominated the way they were in the first half, the Oakland Raiders. I mean, the Carolina Panthers, and everything going in the Raiders' favor, and then that dropped snap, that alone changed this game all around.
And now they got the football back with a 1-point lead. And Carr and that Raider offense will somehow have to get back in rhythm again.
Big plays. Cam Newton's long throw to Ted Ginn. The fumble snap by Derek Carr. Then the interception by Thomas Davis.
Still have about a minute and a half to go in the 3rd. Pass knocked down. That's Bruce Irvin. This Raiders defense could be soon getting another addition. That would be perhaps an X factor for them down the stretch, as Aldon Smith could be reinstated here in the next few days.
Well, it could be a team changer, no question. Aldon Smith, they got 2 good outside rushers, and Bruce Irvin, Khalil Mack, but Aldon Smith went in shape, ready to go, one of the best in the NFL. And we'll know that decision, I think, this week.
2nd and 10. High snap, toss, Whitaker. Pause for a moment, able to put 5 or 6 on that play. Corey James made the tackle. James seeing all this action today because Perry Riley Jr. inactive with a hamstring.
Corey James, really good player, comes in, gets quite a few snaps every game. He's a very good coverage guy. In other words, he can cover the tight end or the running backs. Good job that time on the run.
Newton has 3 different receivers today. Ginn, Olsen, and Tolbert. Benjamin has been blank. So too has Funchess. He looks around here on 3rd and 5 and able to get it away. And did he get the second foot down? No, they say. Diving catch by Olsen, ruled incomplete. There is a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
while the quarterback was still in the pocket. Holding. Defense, number 25.
And that is
5-yard
the
penalty.
6th penalty of the game on the Raiders defense. And it's a big one.
DJ Hayden, number 25, top of the screen there. He is against Funches. Yep, gets that arm on the outside. Even though that really didn't cause Funches to slip, it doesn't matter. He was in a bad position. Got to throw the flag.
Raiders, the most penalized team in the NFL. That one really cost him. Chance to perhaps get a little momentum back, but instead you set it down to the final 28 seconds of the third. They're early. Autry as well. That'll probably close out the quarter.
Good job by Khalil Mack.
What a turnaround quarter it was. Got a player down on the field. And once again, it's a lineman, the center, Gronkowski, a backup normally, but getting the start today with Khalil out.
Oh, Khalil Mack, watch 52, rolls up the back of the legs of Gronkowski, and he said he's the backup. Last week we saw Chris Scott play a little center.
You can see Larson warming up while the medical staff is out on the field attending to Gronkowski. Tyler Larson is going to be shifted over. There's Ryan Khalil right there, the 10-year veteran who has been sidelined with a shoulder injury. They're starting to run really low on bodies to fill the 5 offensive line positions.
It's the same story we had 2 years ago. I remember reported we watched the Saints on Thursday night. They were trying to find, had so many offensive line injuries, it was hard for them to put 5 out there.
So the Panthers do not have to take a snap here. They can just switch ins, head to the 4th after putting up 18 unanswered to take the lead heading to the final 15 minutes. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Well, the Panthers twice in franchise history came back from 17 points down to win. Now, they've come back from 17 down to lead as we head to the 4th. The last time they pulled it off, they were in the Bay Area, 2004 at the 49ers. They face a 2nd and 8 from their 36. Cam flushed out, chased, able to get it away. Pulled down by Olsen.
What a catch.
Great job by Newton also to get away from a sack.
Yeah, I like this. I like when he just sees an opening, go ahead and drift into it and then look down the field. Khalil Mack once again on the pressure, but Cam Newton does not leave the pocket very often when he drops back to throw.
Boy, this field's giving a lot of people fits today, keeping their footing.
Yep.
Olsen recovered in time to get up and make a great grab, his 3rd of the game, his 599th of his career. Newton's pass. Benjamin down.
He slipped there, trying to make a quick cut or a hard cut.
Now, it rained yesterday pretty much all day long. And now we've got another Raider down. It's DJ Hayden, who was seeing all this action today because David Amerson was inactive with a knee injury. DJ Hayden sits on the bench and unhappy. Helmet off. There's David Amerson again. Scratched for this game today because of the knee. And now they got TJ Carey, who is playing the nickel. He's going to step up and assume the role of Hayden with Antonio Hamilton now playing nickel. 2nd and 10. And there is Punches with a grab right in front of Hamilton, who just came into the game.
Beautiful throw by Cam Newton. Just caught it. One-on-one coverage. Made a nice throw to the sideline. Or the Panthers. Downfield throwing. Cam Newton throws the football deep down the sideline. Those type of routes are long 40-yarders more than anybody in the NFL.
Well, he picked up 9. He's got 3rd and short. Looks more like 3rd and 2. Cam. He's going to go for the deep ball again. Benjamin jumps and holds on to it. What a grab. Touchdown, Carolina. His first catch of the game, and it's a big one. 44 yards and the touchdown.
Faked the little screen outside, Cam Newton did. And he gets one-on-one with Sean Smith. Just watch, a little fake, fakes a little screen outside, then takes his time and really waits to make sure the safety in the middle of the field is not going to run over there and help Sean Smith. That look down the middle of the field is what gave Benjamin that extra little beat to get in that position to make that catch.
I could see on that one replay, Ron Rivera in the background pointing down the field as Newton was in the pocket getting ready to air it out. Extra point, good. Margin is 8. Kelvin Benjamin silenced the first 3 quarters. Comes up with the touchdown.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, imported from Detroit. Febreze, eliminate odors you've gone nose blind to and breathe happy. And by Domino's, order online at Domino's.com.
25-0 in the second half. Carolina, 4 touchdowns in 12 minutes and 7 seconds.
Man, a lot of stuff went on that play.
And Cam Newton, the second time in his career, he has 2 touchdowns to go for an extra 80 yards in a game. But also last year in one of the games against Atlanta. I mentioned Rivera. You'll see him in the background here. He might have been looking over to Funchess' way.
He was. There was the throw because he saw that time Antonio Hamilton fall down. Here's the play down here. Watch the safety. Reggie Nelson, he turns and goes to the other side, I think, because he saw his defensive back fall down. And Cam Newton, man, those beautiful high throws.
Yeah, receiver's able to run right underneath him as Crabtree makes a good catch of his own and bumped out after 8. We've got an update. JP and Bart have the story of New York.
John Madden told us that 1 knee equals 2 feet, but...
And guess what? 1 butt equals 2 feet as well, as Quincy Enunwa gets the touchdown pass to give the Jets the lead. The Jets are up 17-16. We had the butt fumble. Now we have the butt down, JB.
5:21, Jim Nance, left in regulation.
Very good. Thank you, Bart. Maybe that'll end all the talk about the butt fumble all these years later. And this is still a 1-score game at 8 points. 12:50 to go as Murray is able to pick up the first down. You know, this is you were a couple of times saying why go for the 2. You know, you start adding up with your math. Originally, the first time they went for 2, might be some point down the road in this game where you're going to say, man, maybe the Panthers should have just gone ahead and kicked the extra point.
Well, never, you know, my big theme always is don't look at that chart that they gave out. That thing doesn't tell you the time and how the game is going. And I say don't chase the points.
Here's Richard. And he's near another first. And a flag comes out, I believe, for face mask call, which would bring this football inside the 40 of the Panthers, if that's what it is.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask. Defense, number 56. 15-yard penalty Automatic.
And it's on
First
Klein.
down.
56, A.J. Klein gets his hand up there.
"39-yard line's where they mark it. Underneath he goes to Murray, and that's Klein with the wrap up at the 35. Just, well, let's give him 5 with that one.
A.J. Klein with the stop.
You see any difference with the velocity on these passes by Carr?
No, he came out and was, feeling full of confidence. He said his first 3 throws were all on target with some power behind it. Then the interception, that just kind of changes the way you think. And the Raiders got to get that momentum going and get the confidence that they can make the plays.
2nd and 5. It's Murray on the handoff. Murray picks up another couple. That's it. Another update. JB, Bart, back to you.
Phil, speaking of confidence, this ought to be it for Tampa.
Russell Wilson drops back trying to make a play to make a game of it, and Bradley McDougall seals the deal. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will walk away with the victory. They're now 6-5, 1 game back of the Atlanta Falcons.
Back to Jim Nance.
And that team has certainly turned things around.
3 in a row.
Yep. Seattle, meanwhile, will host Carolina next week. 3rd and 3. Has the first down. Tackled down at the 25 by Bradbury.
Boy, good thing it was a quick pass. There was a blitzer that time coming free behind Derek Carr. Never saw it. Well, it's 94, Coney Ely, but the blitzing linebacker Davis freed up Coney Ely.
Toss. Panthers are there. Richard loses a yard. To think of how important this game is, you've got Kansas City at Denver tonight, both at 7-3. Entered the weekend 1 game behind Oakland. Then you talk about the Panthers' chances. This is really desperate times for them, as within their own division, you already had Atlanta with a win today to go to 7-4. Tampa, you just saw, went to 6-5. 2nd and 11. Got the time. Going for Crabtree. And it's over the head of everybody. Bradbury on the coverage. Yeah, you take a look at the NFC South. And right now, the Panthers have 3 teams above them, with the Saints' victory today against the Rams.
Top 3, you said. All of them won today.
That's right. 3rd and 11. It's tight end for the first down. Walford at the 12.
Jim, that answers your question. How's that little finger doing? Walford, 88, just going to run down and break it out. And he throws it in there with enough speed before Bradbury can get in there. The motion, can't tell a difference. The football came out clean, came out with power, right on target.
Three receivers in tight on the left side. Cooper to the right. Cooper's been contained so far. And Carr goes to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Walford comes down with it.
A.J. Klein trying to cover Walford. That's where Kuechly would be covering, which we've seen him do many times. The tight end down the middle. Klein was there. Very good throw. Excellent catch. Watch 88. 56 in the middle of your screen. Little back shoulder throw. Of course, they're going to go for 2. Down 2-point here.
Look at this.
Wow, what a catch.
It's like Raymond Chester of yesteryear. Going for 2 here. Try to tie the game.
Big third down throw by Derek Carr to keep this drive alive. Excellent throw to Walford for the touchdown.
Completed 5 out of 6 on the drive. Now to tie the game. Rolling out. To tie the game at 32. Seth Roberts.
Great decision on the 2-point throw. Excellent throw also.
There's a touchdown to Walford. And then Roberts withstood the hit and held on to tie it. Derek Carr just drove his team 75 yards in 10 plays. Touchdown throw to Walford, 2-point throw to Roberts. They're 4 out of 5 on the year now when going for 2. Was the one week 1 to go for the win instead of sending the game to overtime in New Orleans. Kind of set the pace for this season. Meanwhile, the Panthers 0 for 2 today going for 2.
Yep. Chase those points early. Might regret it as this game goes on.
Janikowski kicks it with 8.5 remaining. It'll be a run back here from a yard out. Whitaker. Stopped short of the 20. Some of the early headlines today, well, the Giants won again. And Cleveland remains winless. Meanwhile, Atlanta over Arizona. First place in the division. The NFC South and the Ravens probably pretty much put an end to the Bengals season with their victory today. Ravens go to 6-5 and join the Steelers at the top of the AFC North. Pass with a lot of heat on it. Complete to Ted Ginn right in front of Hamilton. Gains 11.
2-point conversion. Here's Crabtree going out. Watch Bradbury. He gets him. Man or stays there and waits for him. And then Roberts hooks it up. This play, you always throw it to the guy running to the flat. Carolina is all over, but what a decision by Derek Carr. And what a throw. Thinking quickly, doing the right thing, and tying this game up.
Running on first down. Stewart takes a few players with him for about 3. So Beckham with a couple of touchdowns. Ryan leads the Falcons. Tucker had 4 field goals today, 3 of them from 50 plus. And how about the Dolphins now at 7-4?
Boy, just think of what we saw. We saw the Dolphins on a Thursday night game in Cincinnati. Their offensive line all beat up. How they've recovered, and they are hot.
Snap coming again from Tyler Larson. Having to sub in for Brett Pascal, and that is caught with a flag out. That is Olsen in front of Jay Carey. And penalties going to bring this back.
10-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
.68 against Danico Autry. Norwell got his arm around, got beat inside.
Been some lean years for this franchise, but what a season it's been, and they are rocking like they haven't for almost 10 years. At Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. 2nd and 17 with a shovel pass, and Colbert is brought to a halt at the 31 by Jihad Ward. He got 7 yards back.
Little shovel pass, nice safe play, trying to pick up a few yards to make this 3rd down. a little easier at 3rd and 10. Pass protection, Cam Newton getting time in the second half and has made quite a few big throws.
Threw for only 18 yards in the first half, a career low. He's got 187 in the second half. He needs 10 here. 3rd and 10. And Benjamin may have not run a deep enough route. He stopped a foot short.
Top of the screen, Kelvin Benjamin against Sean Smith. That football's right on the yard marker. I thought Ron Rivera would go for it here. I really did.
He's brought out Pilardi. Benjamin really not aware of where he needed to get there for the first down.
Yep. And Ron Rivera going, game is tied.
Ozzie Whitaker is the up back here as they snap it back deep. Pilardi sends it back to the Raiders. This was right fair catches, and he is brought down at the 13. Carr and the Raiders coming back out.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Subway. Try the classic Reuben, stacked with corned beef, limited time only. And by Garmin Fitness. Let's beat yesterday.
5 minutes to go with the game knotted at 32. Carr still has it. Interesting to run with the football. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Pushed out by Bradbury.
Well, trying to catch him by surprise in shotgun formations. Before the injury, 54% of the time. And since he hurt that little pinky finger, it's 100% of the plays from the shotgun. And
actually lost 4 with that. And since he's come back from the injury, 8 of 13, a touchdown and the interception.
You know that play, he kept the ball trying to catch the defense by surprise. They were ready for it.
2nd and 14. And that's Roberts. And Davis is all over it. And back in the studio, JB and Bart are all over it too.
Patriots doing what they do.
Tom Brady's going to find Malcolm Mitchell for the 8-yard touchdown score. The 2-point conversion was no good. Right now, Fitzpatrick had a fumble. They're trying to see, and I think it's New England's ball.
1:43 left in regulation, Jim. We'll keep you abreast.
All right, guys, so that's been a tight one throughout. 3rd and 9 here.
Larry.
Carr, back to throw. Looking for the deep ball. Crabtree, the targets. And he made the catch on his back. He had the middle linebacker on him in coverage. Klein.
Caught him in a coverage. They faked the blitz. Played behind it. And you get A.J. Klein.
Defense, number 56. They put it against the Klein.
Call on
There's
Klein.
no to the play. It's the first
It will hold up as a 49-yard throw, giving Carr an even 300 for the game.
Look how long he stood in there. Starred. Lotulelei is there, but right down the middle of the field. There goes Crabtree. And A.J. Klein is expecting, hey, somewhere along the line, this deep down the field, where is a safety to help me out?
Klein actually got the face mask, and it ended up ripping the helmet off. No flag for that.
I mean, his coverage for what he was asked to do was outstanding against Crabtree.
And that is Murray. Give him 5. The NFL continues tonight on NBC. Again, AFC West key game. Chiefs against the Broncos tomorrow night. Green Bay at Philadelphia on Monday night on ESPN. And then Thursday night, Dallas at Minnesota. Cam looking on saying, wait a minute, all this This way we fought back. Is it all for naught? What's going to happen here? 2nd and 5. Pass back to Crabtree. Turn around and 2 feet down. Crabtree coming up big here today. That puts him over 100 with his 8th catch.
Well, this has got to give the Raiders a lot of. First off, he pushed off. Second one, then you can see the turf come up. But this will put the rest. If you have any questions, can Derek Carr throw with that pinky finger in his glove? I'd say the answer is yes.
Well,
a couple outstanding throws we've seen here the last 2 drives.
He has already this season executed 4 fourth-quarter comebacks. He's the #1 rated passer in the final quarter in the league this year. Gives it to Murray. Powers to the 10.
Hard running. Great job by Murray. Puts him in good position. And, of course, the clock. Carolina still has the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts to go. And Derek Carr is going to keep his team in the huddle to make sure they use as much time as possible.
That's right. Carr on this drive. 3 for 3 for 70 yards. Not much there. And fortunate with the good effort to be able to pick up a yard and a half. Murray. Timeout called by the Panthers.
The play that set all this up, Jim, down the middle. Here goes Crabtree. Here's Klein. And watch the safeties. Here's the safety back here. I really, as I watch it, I've watched a lot of football, and that's a tough spot to put your linebacker in. Somewhere somebody made a mistake. Hard to pick out who did it.
It's going to be a 3rd down snap coming up here. I'd like to welcome those of you just joining us off the New England and Jets game. What a wild one we've had here. Jim Mansfield, Sims, Tracy Wolfson. 2:29 to go. Tied at 32 and 3rd and a long yard for the Raiders. First down. Murray picks it up. And if you're just joining us, this was a 17-point lead for the Raiders at the intermission. Then Carr got hurt. Dislocated, appeared, pinky on his throwing hand. Missed a series. During all that time, the Panthers were starting their comeback, including later on an 88-yard touchdown pass from Cam Newton to Ginn. And then the Raiders were suddenly down 8, only to come back and tie it with a touchdown and a 2. So the drive continues, 1st and goal. 2-minute warning, a drive that began back at their own 13. Here's some of the numbers as we played 58 minutes here. And the Raiders have it, 1st and goal to go. Tied at 32. They give it to Murray, and he runs right into the arms. K'Wan Short, an immediate timeout by Carolina, leaving them with 1.
So I took it, you sit there, if you're a Carolina fan, you might be going, let them score, give us more time in the timeouts. No, they're doing the right thing with 2 timeouts. It took 5 seconds. Let's say they run it again. You call a timeout, it's a minute 50 to go. You're out of timeouts. That would take it down to a minute 10, the 40-second clock, a few other seconds. So it would give Cam Newton, best case scenario, around 1 minute or 55 seconds to get in position to kick a game-tying field goal if that's what happens here.
It's been a magnificent second half for Cam Newton. And how he wants to get his hands on the football one more time. Next week, regional action. The main game, Houston at Lambeau Field. Check your local listings. All begins noon Eastern. NFL Today. Presented by Southwest Airlines.
Now, Jim Nance, you agree with that whole scenario?
I do.
There?
If you're down to one timeout,
I have to let them score.
And again, they came out of the 2-minute warning. The Panthers had 2. They've just used 1.
Yep.
You got to play it out. You're right. 2nd and goal. He's a goal up top. He's looking Crabtree's way. Now looking for their options. And it is incomplete. That was Andre Holmes. And just 1:51 still to go. They decided to go ahead and go up top.
Yeah, I think they were really trying to throw a little screen inside, but it was not there. And then he had to come off of it to his left side. So he wanted to throw it to Murray. A little screen, nice safe play. Even if you complete it, they tackle you, the clock keeps moving. But really good job by Carolina being ready for it. We saw the screen inside earlier in the game to Olawale.
3rd and goal. It's incomplete. It was Klein on the coverage. Boy, no flag, and Janikowski is coming onto the field.
He had what he wanted, just threw it too quick, and A.J. Klein, they are putting him in some tough spots. It's a little stop and a move. Oh, and Crabtree just kind of stumbles. But, man, 3 times today we've seen this defense. That's asking a lot of A.J. Klein to cover receivers in the middle of the field one-on-one.
And boy, how happy did the Panthers have to be. They didn't run it on 2nd down and force them to take their last time out. They still have 1:47 to go. Now for the lead from 23 yards. Janikowski nails it. 35-32 Oakland.
You know, the play calling, once they threw it on 2nd down, it was incomplete. They were forced to throw it on 3rd to try to score, to go up. But the 2nd down play, not going to disagree with it. It was a little screen. It's safe. Could have kept the clock moving if it didn't score. So, so you can second guess those play calls, but I'm not. But to go back to A.J. Klein, Jim, all those situations are putting him in. That would be Luke Kuechly usually.
Yeah, tonight on CBS, 60 Minutes with its story on the groundbreaking study on Alzheimer's. Then all new episodes of NCIS Los Angeles, Madam Secretary, and Elementary, only CBS. So the Raiders surrender a 17-point halftime lead, go down 8 after 25 unanswered by Carolina. And then the Raiders peel off 11 unanswered to take the 3-point lead. Janikowski's just converted his 200th all-time field goal at home.
Well, Jack Del Rio knows about his offense, still has question marks about his defense. And this is where you got an offense in a certain situation, and you got to have some closers on the defensive side to get it done.
Kicks in this direction have not gone all that deep into town. This one does, though. However, beautifully done. Janikowski earning the touchback.
In this second half, Cam Newton has been throwing the football absolutely magnificently. He has made some big-time throws, been right on the money.
Well, one of the key things he wanted to say to us Friday night when the Panthers got in, people don't understand a team changes its identity every year. He wasn't complaining, he just says it's different.
Yes.
Well, last year, one of the things that really was trademark of the team that went 15-1, they pulled out games like this. That has not been the case this year.
Yep.
All of those near misses that you referred to in the words of Ron Rivera. Could that change here today? First down. Complete. And Olsen has hold of it to the 45.
What a route by Greg Olsen. He goes down the field, goes outside, and then breaks it back in. Watch this move outside, stop. Cam Newton was looking at him the whole way, Great drive starter right there. Good design.
Olsen's 600th career catch. Goes to Marcus. And they're picking up huge chunks to try to get into range here at the very least for a Gano tying field goal, but with designs on something much bigger than that with 1:15 to go.
Hey, we've watched it. Cam Newton has got it going, throwing the football now. So if you're going to play soft coverage and you think you're going to break on the ball and get there before he throws a fastball in there, it's not going to work.
1:15 to go with a timeout as well. Panthers go down the sideline and thrown away as Mack was applying pressure.
Khalil Mack gets some pressure, maybe saves a big completion. Oh, what a move that time. Cam Newton, great job of seeing it, knowing it's coming, and just gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds. Boy, Khalil Mack can overpower you, run around you, and trick you. That was a great spin move.
And for those just joining us, Mack had a pick six right before halftime. 2nd and 10. Chase is on, and Newton forced to just throw it away. It was Bruce Irvin along with Mack busting up the play.
Bruce Irvin this way, Mack on the other side. Boy, Khalil Mack, that is an awesome job of staying outside. Bruce Irvin's chasing Cam Newton. So Cam Newton has no choice but to throw it out of bounds.
Well, they've got 2 downs to pick up 10 yards. And Newton takes the final timeout for Carolina. Not where you wanted to use your final timeout, but not happy with what he saw.
Yeah, but it's the right thing to do. The clock was running down. They were having trouble getting the formation they wanted. And really all Ron Rivera is looking for here, give us a good field goal try.
Ron Rivera, who grew up, again, a little more than 100 miles south of here down in the Monterey area. And he was a Raider fan. Jim Plunkett was his hero.
Wow.
He's got family members who are Raider diehards, come to many of the home games. He came as a young boy, got John Madden's autograph at the age of 16.
Well, what we're seeing here in this last drive, the Raiders do not have to blitz because they have 2 terrific outside pass rushers, Khalil Mack and Irvin, so they can put everybody else in pass coverage.
Here's a 3rd and 10 with time. Middle of the field, and off the hands of Greg Olsen.
Aggressive throw, 88. Greg Olsen going right down the middle of the field. A little bumping, might have been just enough where he couldn't get both hands clearly on the football. Gets his fingertips on it, but that would have been an unbelievable catch.
4th and 10. It would have to be a 62-yard field goal, just too far back. Even though Gano has a career long of 59, they're going to go for it. 4th and 10. Game on the line. Newton in trouble, and the Raiders end it. It was Mack with the strip sack.
This is what you have when you have outside pass rushers like Khalil Mack and Bruce Irvin. Obvious, desperate passing situations, they can finish the game. Khalil Mack on this side, here he comes. Just overpowered Trey Turner.
This is very similar to what we saw not that far from here in Super Bowl 50. When it was Vaughn Miller who was coming off that same edge, wreaking havoc on Newton. Carr with the glove on one hand, wedding ring on the other, and the Raiders about to win their 5th in a row.
Well, You talk about it, this will give you confidence, gives you faith. Your quarterback gets hurt, the game turns around, and they found a way to win it. And Khalil Mack was double teamed on that play and still got in there and stripped Cam Newton.
Well, the Raiders to go to 9-2, to stay in that current first position in the AFC. Same record as the Patriots, have a strength of schedule advantage of the moment. And this old stadium has been around for a while. It still has some old magic in it. It's the 50th year of the Oakland Coliseum. And it's come back to life with these young Raiders. They've got their first winning season since 2002 with the victory today.
Khalil Mack, Fozzie Whitaker there to double team him, can't make the block, and they got a finisher on the defensive side.
35-32, Oakland victory. CBS tonight, 60 Minutes, then all new NCIS Los Angeles, Madam Secretary, and Elementary. For Phil and Tracy, Jim Nance saying so long from Oakland. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.